The U.S. women's Olympic hockey team, absolute dominance so far in this Olympics as they move on to the medal rounds. And we're posing the question, do they have this wrapped up? They are undefeated. They've only allowed 1 goal in 4 games. It's been pretty easy for the U.S. women's Olympic team. I hate to say it, but Jordan, I still think we can't go into this too incredibly confident because we know the matchup that always poses the threat of Canada. Yes, the women's Olympic team of the U.S. just beat them, but I still think Canada is their biggest threat. But I got to think Canada is going to go at this a totally different angle next time they see each other.
Absolutely, Ashlyn. And they are the reigning Olympic champs. So I think you can't count them out. And I'm sure the U.S. is emphasizing to not overlook anyone. Don't overlook the Canadians or any team now that they meet in the playoff round. I'm sure John Wroblewski's going to have them staying grounded and staying confident. And perhaps Canada will have Marie-Philippe Poulin back if they do meet eventually in the gold medal game. That would be a huge addition for them. Ashlyn, we chatted a little bit about maybe making a goaltending change after this 5-0 loss for the Canadians. But I really, really wonder where their confidence will be if they do eventually meet again in the gold medal game. I just think a 5-0 drubbing like that from the U.S. is going to mess with their psyche a little bit. I think the U.S. has to be happy with where they are mentally compared to the Canadians.
Right. I got to think Canada, they've been here before. I think goaltending change is a no-brainer. That's why you see in the Olympics, you're allowed 3 goaltenders as options on the roster. I think as a whole, they're going to really focus on more strong defensive effort in front of their net. I frankly thought they got pushed around the Canadian team in front of their goaltender. I was surprised how aggressive the U.S. were and how easily it was to create plays in the offensive zone. So I think overall, there's going to be a lot of things the Canadian team has to adjust. But if I'm Canada, I'm doing something totally different because when you get whooped like that, 5-0, you got to do something different, Jordan.
You have to look at yourself in the mirror and try to do something different. Absolutely. And I'm sure keeping themselves out of the penalty box will be important too. Abby Murphy just had her way drawing penalties. She drew 4. It seemed like she was the agitator that we've talked about. And Canada is going to have to keep its head a little bit better because maybe if they keep the game at 5-on-5, they have a better chance. It just seemed like they were in the penalty box too often, and then U.S. just kind of ran away with the game. So I think the biggest storyline, if they do meet in that gold medal game, will be what adjustments do the Canadians make and how do the U.S. handle those adjustments?
Yes, because the U.S. women's Olympic hockey team, smooth sailing so far. We'll see if it continues.